じゃあ指揮者のクレマンさんに来てもらっています。Thank you for coming.
Hi.
So the first question is, what is your hobby?
I have so many hobbies, but I think the principal hobby is conducting.
What is the thing you like the most and also don't like the most in Japan?
Maybe the thing I like the most are the Japanese sweets. There are so many and they are so great, but I love all the culture and especially Japanese poetry. I think it's one of the most beautiful poetry I ever read in my life. Things that I like in Japan, the gardens, and also the feeling that everybody wants to be or to do the thing perfectly. And this in music is really something ideal, but that's very beautiful because we are always looking for this. And we know we can't reach the perfection, but this is really something that I like in Japan. But it can be also a negative aspect sometimes.
Thank you so much. What is the music signifies to you?
It's now so blend and mix with my life that I can't imagine my life without music. So music is my life, and music is maybe the language I love the most because I can speak it with all the people all around the world, and this is really something very precious to share with a lot of people.
Thank you. So the last one is, could you tell me the message to Japanese audience who will come to the concert?
I think you have in Japan the concept of national treasure, living treasure for someone, which is very important. And I think Kaija Saariaho is a kind of living treasure for us musicians, but also for the audience. And this is a very, very special project, mixing European people and Japanese people. The team is so great and amazing. So I think you can't miss that. You have to come, and it's really something about old, ancient Japanese culture with the no plays, but it's also very contemporary, refreshing, and something new you never heard before. So you just have to come and to experience that with us. Really, we are waiting for you, definitely.
Thank you so much, Clément-Mao Takacs.
またね。
趣味は何ですか？
趣味は、食べ歩きです。最近はなかなか数は減ってしまいましたが、それでも美味しいお店を開拓しております。
じゃあちなみに最近行った一番美味しいお店を教えてください。
最近行った美味しいお店は今日のお昼に、赤坂界隈にありました、焼肉屋さんにランチに入りまして、とても美味しゅうございました。
いいな。今度コロナが落ち着いたら一緒に行きましょう。
はい、
第2問。このサーリアホさんの書いた日本の能楽を題材にするオペラは日本人にとってどのような意味を持つと思いますか？
題材としてはこの能楽っていうんですかね、日本の、もの羽衣とかあと常政にしてもそういった、日本の古来からの、ものを題材にしていると思うんですけれども作曲家自身も、フィンランドの、サーリアホさんですし、その文章もこう英文が元になっているということもあって、よりこうワールドワイドというかこう世界から見た日本のイメージみたいな要素もあって、チェロでやっぱりなんといっても黛敏郎さんの文楽でありますけれども、あれって実は題名が、ローマ字なんですよね。文楽って漢字の文楽じゃなくてっていうのは僕堤先生からもそうやって聞いたんだけど、こうどんな世界いろんな国の人が演奏するときにそれぞれのこう解釈でその文楽を弾いていいよというような意味があってローマ字にしたっていう経緯があるみたいで、なんかそういった話にも通じるような、世界観としては日本のものなんだけどっていうのを感じましたね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
はい。
第3問、
はい。
笹沼達樹さんにとって音楽とは何ですか？
社会の縮図みたいなことを言いたいかなわかんないけどなんか特に去年とかもこんなご時世ですので自分はどうやってこう社会の中で生きていくんだろうかみたいなのを考えさせられる時間ってたくさんあって、なんか特に今の時代だからこそ今回の例えばこうやって成田君をはじめみんなこうねアンサンブルしてこう音楽の世界観、そして今回は舞台踊りとか歌とかいろんな世界観がオペラとしてありますけれども、そういったことをみんなで作り上げていくっていうののこう、ありがたさであったり意味の深さみたいなのをもう改めてこう感じるようになりまして、その中で自分が来客が多いんですけれども収録中、もう一回来ました。ちょっと待ってください。
No problem. Please join. Yes, please join.
Shooting a video.
One more question. So 1 minute. About the music.
せっかくだから入れて。指揮者のクレマンさんが私たちの楽屋に来てくれてますけれども、何の話でしたっけ？
あなたにとって音楽とは何ですか？
そうだから今回みたいにこうやって一つのものを作り上げるときにもうまるでこう社会のまるでっていうかね、なんかこう一員となってこう自分の果たすべき、ものを音楽を再現する際にですね、なんか自分が果たすべき役割というのを、果たしていけたらなという、責任感を持ちながら演奏しているというわけです。
最後の質問、ご来場くださるお客様へのメッセージをお願いします。
この、オペラの題材になった、時代というのはもうみんなもちろん体験したことがない時代のテーマのものですけれども、どこかきっと自分のいろんなイマジネーションであったり想像したものの中にどこか引っかかる部分がどんな方にでもあるものだと思うんですよね。だからそういったいろんな自分の感性とか今までの記憶とかいろんなものを呼び起こすような、響きがいろんなところに散りばめられていて、でそれぞれの方が、それぞれの、受け止め方ができるような作品だと思いますので、楽しんでもらえたらなというふうに考えております。
はい、ありがとうございました。チェリストの笹沼達樹さんでした。Hello, Camilla san. What is your hobby?
Hobby? We don't have time for hobbies.
Really?
No, actually, my maybe hobby is what I don't do professionally. I'm very interested in health, in mind-body connections. What the role is, how your mind determines how your body reacts. So that would be my hobby. I do a lot of reading about that, and
Great.
so
Thank you. So next question.
okay.
What is the thing you like the most and also don't like the most in Japan?
Let's start with the don't like right now. The don't like is very strict regulations for COVID. And of course, we understand that this is very necessary. So we're very happy to be here and even play this opera because it's such a beautiful opera. But we have to be so strict with all the masks, even though we're tested and we're negative and we have vaccines. And so that's the negative. But there are so many things why I'm so happy to be in Japan. I've been coming to Japan since 1984.
Okay.
Yeah, so a long time.
84.
84, before you were born.
Before my parents were not married. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. There was a composer who wrote a concerto for me, and I played with the Kyoto Symphony in Osaka in 1984. Kobayashi Kenichiro.
Kenichiro, wow.
Not
He's
the
great.
Conductor. No, a harp player and a composer who unfortunately is not alive anymore. But he was the first one to invite me. And introduced me to this culture, which was quite a shock at that time. but I've learned to really appreciate, I like a lot of the rituals, and I like the politeness, and of course I love the food and the architecture, and I'm more interested in the Japanese traditional arts more than anime and things like that. But I love the show and the music and many things.
Thank you so much. So next question. I think the sound of flute and kantele blend very well, and it has the similarity to the no theater. Do you think the Western background string quartet is really necessary to this music or not?
This is quite a question. This should be asked to a string player, a Japanese string player. But actually, from the very beginning, Kaija Saariaho was interested in having this played by Japanese musicians in Japan. So she's really, really happy that it finally happens. And I think that there's a special sensitivity that a Japanese musician can bring to it just because of his cultural background, even if he didn't play a traditional instrument. But the sensitivity for the music, I think that gives another dimension, and it's a nice blend of East and West sensitivity. Like the cantala is maybe related to the koto.
Yes.
But
we hear the cantele sound now.
Yes, we do.
From the orchestra.
Yeah, so.
Thank you very much. So, what is the music signifies to your life for you?
Music is a very special dimension, and it's a very big question to say what does music signify, because I'm so into it. This is what I do as a way of life. But at the same time, as a flute player, I'm happy. I've always seen my flute as an instrument in the sense of the word, like an instrument, a tool. Because I'm mastering the flute, I'm brought in other things that I have to master myself. And also the music. You learn different languages, just like learning Japanese, but I learn Saariaho language is different than Stockhausen language. And so I think that for me it's all part of being human and developing your awareness. And when you get to have a role of playing the music, my goal is that I can draw the audience into this other world. So that's the music is a very important dimension.
Okay.
Like that.
Thank you very much. So the last question, could you tell the message to Japanese audience?
The message for this opera, or
for this opera?
Please enjoy. No, it's hard to just to listen with open heart. Maybe that's
yes,
the easiest.
Thank you so much, Camilla.
Thank you. Nice to talk with you. Not just play with you, but talk with you. It's really a pleasure for us also to play with the Japanese musicians. So it's a good mixture, I think.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
パーカッションの神戸光則さんのところに来ています。こんにちは。
こんにちは。
はい、じゃあ第1問、趣味は何ですか？
ゴルフかな。
ゴルフ、はい、僕も小学生の時やってました。
本当です。今度ぜひ
やりましょう。はい、じゃあ第2問、日本人にとってこの日本の能楽を題材にするオペラっていうのは、日本人にとってどのような意味を持つと思いますか？
そうですね、いろいろあると思うんですが、本当に西洋のサウンドと日本のストーリーと、日本的な間と静けさと本当に緻密に書かれた面白いオペラだと思いますね。
ありがとうございます。さあ第3問、あなたにとって音楽とは？
探してます。
じゃあお客様へメッセージお願いします。
本当にね、なかなかこういう素晴らしい曲に
出会える機会というのはないと思うので、ぜひいろんな方に、特に若い方にいらしていただきたいですね。はい、ぜひお越しください。
ありがとうございます。